Hello, this is Steve Bianchi, Member Service Specialist for FiftyForward, and I'm going to walk you through how to join FiftyForward as a new member using our website and our membership portal. First step is to go to the FiftyForward website, which is simply 50forward.org. Once there, you'll be at the home page, and you can click the word join, since you're going to join. And you will scroll down to this form. First thing you're asked for is an email address. If you do not have an email address, you are welcome to go to one of the centers and join as a new member in person. Staff would be happy to help you with that. But if you do have an email address, we can get rolling. Now, we are going to enroll Robert Redford. And we'll put in his email address. I would like to mention, this is not Robert Redford's actual email address, so don't try and email him. He will not get your message this way. It'd be nice if it was, but it's not. All right, you can choose salutation based on what is appropriate for you, and you'll enter your birth date as well. You do need to enter it in the format that it is displayed: 2 digits for the month, 2 digits for the day, and then 4 digits for the year. Next, you check that you will be able to provide an ID to verify your age and your ID. Punch in your home address. I don't know Robert Redford's home address, so we'll just make one up. And for our purposes, it can be in Nashville. All right, the county. If it's in Nashville, then it's Davidson County. All right, also a phone number. Again, I don't know his phone number, so we will put in a pretend phone number for him. Then you are asked questions about yourself, and you can fill these out as appropriate to yourself. If there are questions you don't want to provide an answer to, simply check prefer not to answer. All right, now these are questions that help when organizations are funding FiftyForward. They like to know how broad our membership is and what clients we are working with. So that will let you know why we're asking these questions. Keep on going, and then you get to the type of membership. The traditional membership is paid by either $144 a year or can be paid monthly at $12 a month. If you choose either of those options, you will fill in your credit card information, and the CVC number is the 3-digit security code on the back. If you do not have a credit card, you can click offline payment, and someone from FiftyForward will contact you about sending a check into your home center or bringing it by in person. The other options are scholarships. For people who need financial assistance to become members, the specifications for a half scholarship is listed here, and the specifications for a full scholarship are listed down here. We also have a third-party provider member, and that means your insurance is paying for your membership. So if you have any of these benefits, Silver Sneakers, Silver and Fit, or Active Renew within your insurance, then that will cover your FiftyForward membership. Not all centers take Active Renew, so that one is a little bit limited. If you are becoming a member at the JL Turner Center, then that is located inside the Bellevue YMCA, and that Bellevue YMCA will cover your FiftyForward membership for the Turner Center. That is specific to them. All right, now, since I do not have Robert Redford's credit card number, although that would be lovely, I don't. So I cannot enter any information in here. So we are going to enter Robert Redford as a third-party provider and apply now. Oh no, see, it tells me that I skipped an important field. So English is my primary language. Fill that in. Thank you, website, for letting me know that. Next, policies, permissions, and additional information. Here you'll see FiftyForward diversity and inclusion statement. FiftyForward participation disclaimer, and the FiftyForward membership guidelines. For each of these, you will click on the green text. It will explain to you what that is talking about. Once you have read it, click OK and hit the circle, which means, yep, I agree to that. Each of these are the same situation. Click on it, you see the text, you read it. I went through that quickly, but those boxes stay up for as long as you need them to for you to read it. The FiftyForward photography and video permissions area. Sometimes we take photos and videos of members at events that we have, and we want you to know that that's going to happen. And if you are cool with that, you hit I agree. I'd love to be in some photos. If you do not want to do it, then you can hit I do not agree. Robert Redford, however, is very used to being in photos, so he says I agree. Then we save and continue. All right, here, because we chose third party, is where we would mention which we are. We will take silver sneakers for Mr. Redford. And then he would also put in his silver sneakers number from his insurance information. And for third-party benefit people, the staff of FiftyForward does verify that that information is correct. So if something is wrong, we will let you know and proceed from that point. Next, home center. Your home center is usually the location closest to you. Right up here lists all of our home centers, and that gives you information about where each of them are located. Right. For Robert, we're going to put him at the Donaldson Station Center. And even though Donaldson Station is his home center, he and you are welcome to attend events at any of those locations. So that is a cool benefit of FiftyForward. No matter what home center you have, the entire organization is yours as far as events are concerned, and you just register for those. This part asks about supportive care services that you are receiving. That is primarily for people who are already members of FiftyForward, if they are already receiving these. And this is where we list our volunteer opportunities. Once you're a member, you can ask about these with your home center, and they will let you know how to proceed if you would like to either receive supportive care services or be a volunteer for one of these programs. Additional information. How did you hear about FiftyForward? I don't know, maybe Robert Redford read about it in the newspaper. If there's anything else you want to mention, like what newspaper it is, you can put it in there. An emergency contact. This is where you would list the name of your emergency contact and how we would get hold of them. And once that is done, save and continue. FiftyForward members have an online directory that shares your information with other FiftyForward members. That way you can get to know them, become familiar with them. If you met somebody and you weren't fully sure of their last name, you could find them on the directory. And this is a private directory. Only FiftyForward members have access to this information. And you can choose what information you want to list in the directory. It is your choice. If you don't want your street address listed, you can choose that dot. If you don't want your phone number listed, you can choose that dot. If you don't want either, both, your preference. Now, the directory does allow members to send messages to each other, which is a cool feature. You can chat to someone and be like, hey, I sat next to you at that luncheon and we were talking about fishing. What do you think about this type of fish? Anything like that. So, but if you don't want to be messaged, that is also an option. You do also have the option to be not in the directory at all, but that is your choice to make. All right, down here, you can put a photo of yourself. Robert Redford probably has plenty of photos of himself, so it'd take him a while to choose which one to add. You can write a profile description. Robert, I live in California, but Nashville is lovely. Acting is cool. You can put anything in there about yourself, list your hobbies, talk about your family, maybe how long you've been in Nashville. You could list your favorite movie. You say if you like Robert Redford or not. All of those is wide open for you to choose what to say about yourself and what you want to share. Again, this is for members only. This is not something that is viewed by the public. And here is a photo gallery where you can add other photos of yourself. If you want to show off flowers that you've raised, or a time you went skydiving, or if you're Robert Redford and you want to put a photo of your Oscar, you can put that in this section. Save and continue. Hey, guess what? You're now done. Once you're a member, you have access to our calendar of events, member resources, a video library of different events and activities, and also the member directory, which we spoke of. So you will receive an email confirming your membership. And if there are any questions about the information you provided, a staff member, probably myself, will reach out to you and confirm that. And thank you. All right. We look forward to getting to know you.